Hello, truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are in our truck with Cindy. 6 o'clock in the morning. We got our sleep trigger back on, so we're all set to go there. But it's time to get on the road. GPS is kind of showing me a red line, but I'm assuming I'm just going to the right because I'm on a highway. Where are we at here? I think we're just over the state line. Are we not? So we're just north of... Oh, I don't want to do that. We're just north of Dallas and just south of McAllister. So, yeah, we're just into Oklahoma. We have a load that needs to go up to North Dakota, as you can see. Kind of a long ways up to Grand Forks. Apparently, I have not been there at all. Okay, I did not know that until just now. But anyways, let's go ahead and get ourselves on the road. How heavy is this load? 40,000 pounds. So it's got a little bit of weight behind it. What am I hauling, too? Not that it matters. Weight is weight. Empty bottles. So it is 6 o'clock in the morning. Check for traffic there. Nothing going on. Don't think my track IR is tracking me looking out the window. No, it is not. We're all clear to get out into the traffic. So hopefully that'll clear up, but we're not getting to town today. When I say getting to town, up to our destination, we got 1,000 miles to go still. And I think I'm going to be on this interstate all the way up, it looks like, pretty much. So, all the way through is what we're doing. The company is up to 143,000. I don't know what it was when I went to bed. It was more kind of trying to get the sleep trigger reactivated after the Christmas event that we did. So let me get up to speed here. This is not an external contract, it's just a regular freight job. So speed limit, well, there's a speed limit, but I don't have a restriction on the speed limit. So I mean, I can go as fast as this truck will let us. But you know what? There's snow on the ground, like always, with the winter mod. So yeah, speed limit is 70, so I can get away with doing about 75. I think if I keep it at 75, that way if the speed limit jumps up to 75, we're set to go. Does that sound good? Sounds good to me. If I can get up to 75. So I hope to get most of this trip done today. Oh, no, not 77. Let's not do 77. That's a little bit too much. Hit the Jake brake a couple times. All right, 75, 74. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's good enough for now. I don't think this load needs to be there until almost at the end of the day on Saturday. Well, I mean the end of the day, our day. Saturday at 4:39 p.m., which is like the end of our day. So, I got all day today and all day tomorrow to get it there. And when I get done today, we do drive for 11 hours. 17 hours left to get there, so I should be about 6 hours left in the journey from what ETA is showing us right now. But I'm thinking we're going to be doing a lot better than that. Unless I get a detour. If I get a detour, that could really screw things up, as we know. Because I tend to screw things up. Every time we get a detour, it doesn't go well for me. Oh, speed limit is way low. I was like, boy, I caught that truck rather quick. Yeah, speed limit's only 55 through here. I'll set the cruise control for 57 then, until we get on through. Until we break on through to the other side. So, I mean, there's a very slight chance that by the end of the day, depending on how our workers do, we might be able to buy ourselves another truck for the Little Rock, Arkansas garage. I think we're clear over there. Are we not, Cindy? She says we are. Wow, speed limit's only 50 through here, and I am doing fast enough where I'll get a ticket. And we don't want that. There, that's better. I think. We'll see how it goes. As soon as I get my speed limit change and cruise control set, I mean, you know how that all works. That's when the speed limit changes on the road. Yeah, we'll see what the end of the day comes. I probably need about 170 to buy ourselves. I try to buy ourselves, our workers, a decent truck. Because according to SES, it does matter for your workers and what loads they can take. So getting them a better truck means they can take heavier loads, stuff like that. So that's kind of important. And really, the company is starting to make money now anyways. Well, we've been making money for a while, of course. But now that we're getting more and more drivers, the money's just coming in faster and faster. I probably say that every episode at this point. But I do remember the days of our first worker, you know, getting ourselves our first truck, which I drove like the first couple of loads. And I was like, you know what? If I hire a worker to drive our truck, I can go work for someone else and we can get double the income. And that's what we did. I think I did that until we had like 2 or 3 trucks in the fleet. And then I stopped working for others. There have been a few people that said comments like, you wouldn't be working for other companies if you had your own company. And thanks for the truckers who toned in and saying, yeah, you would. So, hey, it's all about bringing in the cash, right? Yeah, but now we don't drive for anyone else. I think the speed limit is now up to 65, so let's go ahead and get ourselves back up to speed. Might be 70 now, and it is, so... Yeah, this could be kind of a short episode. I only say that because if I'm going to be on the interstate all day long, basically time and miles are going to fly by pretty quick. Sound like driving through a city. Keeping our eye on our left-hand side lane, because you never know when you need to move over. So the question has been asked, and even though I think I've answered it since I've been running the winter mod, the roads are not slippery with the winter mod, although I forgot to check, but it just came to mind to talk about this again. With the mod, at least it was last year, there was additional parts of the mod you can add to where it makes the road slipperier. So the road is just basically as it is if there was no snow on the ground. But you can add a mod that makes the roads slip. I think what they probably did was, it's like when it rains in game, the roads get a little bit more slippery. Slippery. I think it just makes it like that all the time. And maybe it amplifies it a little bit more when it is snowing out. And by the way, the winter mod basically just turns the whole map into a winter scene. So it doesn't matter where I'm at, it's going to look like this. Like I'll be in Los Angeles, California, San Diego, places that hardly ever get snow, if ever. It's going to look like this. So yeah, maybe in an area and you say, it never snows there like that. Well, it's the winter mod. You can't have, as far as I know, there's not a winter or weather mod out there that adjusts the climate to the area that you're in. like to stay in the right-hand lane if I can. Not because that's where most people think truckers belong. I just feel a little bit more comfortable over here in this game. I think it's always just because I don't really pay that much attention to the GPS too much. So sometimes I'll be talking and thinking about things I should be talking about in the video. Not paying attention to GPS, it's like, oh, my exit's right there. And I'm in the wrong side of the road. And I gotta merge over. Not really sure I know what road we are on, but it's definitely not an interstate going through towns like this. The way we are. I will move over so that car can come over. See how nice of a driver I am? Will I get that in return? Probably not. I think at this current stage, I want to get around these other two truckers in the right-hand lane. Just so I have a better view of where I need to be going. Oh, looks like I needed to be in this lane over here. Alright. That worked out well. I think we're merging on the I-44, basically. A little bit of tailgating there, being in a truck with a car in front of us on weathery conditioned roads. One thing I do just have to keep a slight eye on, but I think we should be fine. When we rested after the end of the last episode and overnight to the beginning of this episode, we were at a rest area, but not a fuel depot, so I did not get a chance to refuel. And at least in the Western Star that we had previously, I could go 2 days before needing a refuel. But I don't remember how big the fuel tank was on that truck. Not something probably most of us think about when we're buying a truck is the size of the fuel cell. I usually try to get 300-gallon fuel cells, so maybe it's the same. Let me try to reset my IR, track IR, and see if it... No, won't let me look out the window. So let me adjust a few more things here. Do that. Just to prepare in case I need to. There we go. That's better. I remember taking a thumbnail right at that sign before. Not that long ago. Loan payment. Even I'm getting to the point when I hear that, I'm like, what did I hit? No, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. That's our loan payment. Kind of a drive-by. Well, I guess it's not a drive-by when you come to a complete stop. I should have said it would have been more like a roll-through, not a drive-by. I mean, that would make it a drive-by if I rolled through. Got our little hula gal on the dash. Let's make her hula dance while we go down a snowy road, because why not? Kansas, Route 66. One of these days, we'll be able to travel from east to west coast on Route 66. I mean, I think we probably could do it now because we do have the coast-to-coast map. I'm trying to think, maybe after the Valentine's Day event. I know it sounds weird to say that, but that's just like a month away. Maybe after that event happens, because, you know, we got to do the whole external contract thing, and you can't do that on map extensions. Maybe we'll try to get to the East Coast or start from the West Coast and take Route 66 all the way across. Just keep my eye on AI traffic, because you never know. But at least on the fuel, one thing I kind of do know is usually when the fuel cell turns red, I think I can go like another 250 miles when it turns red on average. That's what you want to say when you're starting to run out of fuel. I should be able to go 250 miles. And that would equal out to what, about 4 hours of drive time at 60 miles an hour? I mean, you might be saying, Peanut, there's a fuel stop, like, right there. Just go in and get fuel. Nah. We're all good. In game, my cup holder is there. In real life, my cup holder is over when I look over here. I don't think we're going to be making up a lot of time on our ETA today, but as long as when I get done at the end of the day, this says like maybe 8 hours, then we're fine. Of course, I don't know where I'm going through. It seems like we're hitting every stop sign and every stop light along the way, which I didn't think we'd be doing today, honestly. I thought I saw like a straight shot directly north. So I was thinking, it must be an interstate. I thought wrong, like I always tend to do. Oh, someone did ask a question in last week's episode. I think they said they were around episode like 65 or something like that. So they watched last week's episode just to get, because they had a question about, do we check the drivers? And occasionally now we check the drivers. I mean, in the first 60 some odd episodes, I was probably checking them often because, well, I was like, yeah, when are you guys leveling up? When are we going to start making some decent cash? And now it's like, just let the drivers do the thing, and everything will be okay. One would think. Or was that maybe around the mid-60s episode? Maybe it wasn't that far back. Was that when I was having problems with a cistern tanker and the garages? Wherever I put that tanker, the garage would just like completely shut down and no driver was on the road. I don't feel like it was that far back though. Now I'm just anxious just to get going because I felt like we're going to be on the interstate today, just chucking on down and knocking off miles, and I keep ending up at these things. Green light for me. Ah, we're in Pittsburgh. So we're in Pittsburgh, Kansas, I do believe that is. Nope, not that Pittsburgh, the other Pittsburgh. Not the one you know about, but there's, Pittsburgh, Kansas. Looks like I am turning left up here, so I need to get in that left-hand lane. That's a heavy-duty relay on this truck for the blinker. I'll just get right over in this lane, I think. Alright, looks like we're on 54 eastbound. A state highway. Oh, look at that income. Paul F. brought in $11,800. I do believe he's got our cistern tanker. And I do believe that's, Paul is AKA Squirrel. Which I've been told does not stream ETS2 as much as he used to, if at all. Which is a shame to the community because he did. I know when I watched him back in the day, I enjoyed watching him play. When he used to stream Sunday Night Trucking. Well, for him it was Sunday Night Trucking, but for me it was like Sunday afternoon. Ah, speed limit 75. We get to chew in on some of these miles, I guess. Must be going uphill a little bit. Not really gaining on the speed. Alright, 76, 77 is good enough for me with this. 40,000 pounds behind me, that's fast enough. So of course, with going to North Dakota, that also means I gotta travel through South Dakota. So yeah, we're going on the coast-to-coast map. Been a while since I've actually been into the Dakotas, but I'm guessing not much work has been done on those So when we get up there, it might be kind of bland. I think it's the word I'll use for scenery. We'll see how it goes. Since we are going, what did I say? Oh, Grand Forks. Grand Forks, North Dakota. Now we looked at the map. I have not been there on this profile, so even I don't know what it's going to look like. I may have been there in my other profile, but I stopped using that profile like 4 or 5 years ago. I occasionally use my other profiles if I want to get caught up on like the Christmas event or something like that, and I don't want to do it in a video, and I want to knock out some just events real quick. I'll use my other profile, knock them off, and yeah, we can continue on with our little journey here. And we should be able to get into Nebraska today pretty quick, I think. I don't think I'll get into South Dakota. But we get as far as we get. Somewhere around in a couple of hours, Cindy will have to get her little tablet out and look on the GPS to see if we can find a rest area. Definitely, I would say definitely needs to have a fuel stop, but need to stop at fuel either at the end of today or very early on tomorrow, aka next episode. Staying a little bit focused when I go through interchanges like this with exits to the right, exits to the left, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Staying right in the middle. I think I can go either way in this lane, is what they're telling me. Kind of late checking the right-hand lane there, Peanut. By the time you check it, the lane ends and they would have merged. It was a courtesy look. That's what that is. Well, this is probably somewhat appropriate going to this area with snow on the ground, seeing that the middle of the country has been hit pretty hard recently for winter weather. Snow, ice, sleet, all that fun stuff. Even though we passed through a few states today, I have not seen the welcome signs to those states. Maybe I'll see the one for Nebraska if I'm not already in Nebraska. If I'm not already in Nebraska, which I don't think we are, but... Oh, nope, there's a car coming. Nope, they moved over. I'll come over slowly. Cruise control is 76. I'm happy with that. Drivers just keep bringing in the cash, but I don't think it's going to be enough to buy a truck. I mean, I could buy a truck with that price, but as I mentioned, we tried to buy a good medium truck, if you will. Okay, as I say that, more drivers bringing in cash. We're getting closer. Even the amount's under 1,000, we'll take it. As long as it's a profit. Alright, after this exit right here, which I'm not taking, but... Alright, got good clearance in front of me. Let's go ahead and I want to check the map, and I can go for about 2 hours. So technically, we're on the coast-to-coast map. Yeah, because we're technically in Missouri, and we're getting ready to go through Iowa. So I got 2 hours on the clock, and ooh. I mean, there's fuel here, but I need a rest area in 2 hours. Am I going to get one? I don't think I'll make it to Sioux Falls. That's like 4 hours from now. I got 2 hours on my clock. This reminds me of the early days of coast to coast of having fuel far apart. And you may be saying, well, take a detour and go somewhere else. Omaha is just right here. But I mean, that's kind of out of our way. That's 2 hours and 2 minutes. I may have to do that, which seems kind of weird, but I think that's what we'll have to do. It's either go to Omaha or Des Moines. I think I'd rather go to Omaha. That'd be shorter. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? So when we get up to the I-80, we got to go... Oh boy, there's nothing... Next checkpoint is 122 miles. Trip distance 686. Wow, it adds like 100 miles to our trip overall. I know some are probably thinking, oh, just drive up to here. What's an extra couple of hours? Four hours and 12 minutes. That's a lot of overtime. All right, I think we're have to do it the correct way. Well, I say the correct way. The way we should be doing it. Yeah, we're going to go down to here. Because we're doing okay on time to get to our destination. by the end of the day tomorrow. And really 100 miles in ATS is not far time-wise, real time. And as you saw on the map, there really isn't no shortcut to get up there. It's the road that we were on, basically. Like if there was a rest area somewhere but no fuel stop, I would just stop at even the rest area and stop for fuel somewhere else along the way, but don't even have that option. Boy, I really don't want to get to passing all these vehicles because I'm pretty sure our turn's coming up not far ahead. I feel like I'm getting the whip out to get this traffic in front of me going. Alright. Thought our turn would be coming up a little bit sooner than that. Oh, this might be it coming up here. Although GPS might be telling me that lane's closing. I do know I want I-80 westbound to get back over to Omaha. Yep, this lane here for Omaha. Okay, I think we're fine. Ish. Just got to come back this way at the beginning of next episode. And we're going to have about 9 hours. I wanted to get down to about 8, but looks like we're going to be at 9 hours. But it's going to be mostly interstate. Definitely to get up to, what's the name of that town again? Grand Forks. Oh, wait, which way am I going? I'm going this way. Now, let's not take a wrong turn here. Well, it feels like it's been a while since I've been through Omaha in this general area. In game and in real life. Hey, I'm running out of fuel. probably want to be in that right-hand lane, I'm going to guess. Nope. We're good right where I am. Boy, a lot of red lines on my GPS going every which direction. Yes, I want to take this exit. And am I making like a U-turn down here? Well, this is definitely kind of a weird situation. But we are getting done. It's 5 o'clock, so that's pretty darn close to where we need to be. Just looking for the fuel station in the rest area. I think right here is where I want to go. Okay, all traffic is stopping for me apparently. And where are the fuel pumps for me? I always come in the wrong side. We know that by now. I think that says trucks this way. $3.20 for diesel in Nebraska currently. It's going to take a lot. I'll pretty much almost know how much of big a fuel cell we got, fuel tank. So it might be a 280 fuel tank with 20 gallons. 20 gallons more to go. Cindy looks impressed. So I think if I just go straight ahead. And just park over here. This will be a rest area. Yeah, we got a little bit of a ding there. It's always a good indication. Well, I really can't tell where the parking spots are because there's snow on the ground. So I can't see the white line, so we're just going to park in here somewhere. Oh, am I in too deep? It was there a second ago. There it is. Alright, we're good. We are good. So what do we got? 163,000. Well, let's go ahead and let's see. Where do I go? Services, truck dealers. So we got to go down to Little Rock, which is international, apparently. Can I buy? Yeah, we can just buy online. I don't need to visit the store like I did last time. I'm not really sure I know what we're buying. Sleeper truck, I don't think matters. But by the time I give him a better chassis, it's probably going to bump me up to one of these anyways. No, sorry, that's not what I want to do. Let's go ahead and customize. All right, we'll pick the chassis out first. 6x4. Oh, that gives them a lot of maneuverability. But not so good on like the heavy cargo kind of stuff. Let's see what that does. That doesn't do... I mean, I meant normal cargo before, sorry. Alright, we'll just start with that. Boy, that truck looks weird to me. For engine, let's give them a Caterpillar 500. So normal cargo went down, but heavy cargo and hill traverse went up. How about if I give them a 13-speed retarder? Okay, that did a little bit better on a lot of stuff. If I bump it up to a 515, what does that do? I mean, I can do that. And all the other stuff I really don't care about. This is all I really care about. I don't know what color trucks we got, though. How about if I go with Sunrise? I'm pretty sure I don't got a Sunrise color truck. It's a weird one, but you know what? I'm not driving it. The interior and all the add-ons there, don't care. So let's go ahead and confirm. And yeah, we'll go ahead and purchase that bad boy. Arkansas. All right, so I did leave myself some money to get myself a driver this time. I did buy a truck once and didn't have enough money to get myself a driver, so that was kind of weird. Let's just go ahead and hire a driver. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for someone like this who has at least a point in some distance. So Corey T could be the driver we're looking for. Although, how can you pass up Ivan L? Anyone with 2 points in the distance? Probably not the further I go down, right? Alright, they were on this page, I think. Yeah, and plus they got points in high value. And they will save some fuel, but that's whatever. We're going to hire that person right there. There we go. Another driver on the road, which for us... Wait, company, driver manager, including us, that puts 30 of us on the road. So, yeah, that's doing pretty good. Alicia L, I'm not sure what happened there, but what's this status on? Is it over like the last 7 days, or what's up with you, Alicia? Show log. Okay, so she went from Sacramento to Pittsburgh and brought us in 9,000, but then went from Pittsburgh back to Sacramento empty-handed. So that's why her numbers look terrible. I mean, it happens. And you're doing 10 cents a mile. Boy, can't really go by this kind of stuff per se. Paul F. is earning more money than I am, but I don't really take the highest paying loads. I take the destination that we want to go. But you can see Paul F. with a cistern tanker is earning $7.39 a mile. $5,725 per day. That's pretty darn good. So I know someone kind of want to see the drivers before, so just a little quick update. We look at. I don't worry about it too much because these numbers will change if they come back empty-handed, which would kind of suck a little bit, but it is what it is. Anyways, we are in Omaha, Nebraska, and we'll be heading up to Grand Fork, North Dakota, next episode, and hopefully we can get there at a decent time. So. I mean, we need to get there by the end of next day anyways. But there we have it. But yeah, I think we just need to wrap it on up. So if you like what you saw, don't forget about hitting that like button. It helps out the channel and the video more than you know. And also, if you're new here and you don't want to miss out more content like this, you might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell as well. But that will wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. But until then, have a good one.